I'm Lucy and this is Sparks, and today we're sharing a top tip on how to overcome aggression in multi-cat households, which is to feed the cats totally separately. So for many owners it works well for them to provide the food at the same place at the same time each day. But where there's aggression between the cats, this can be a source of real tension between them, which can be enough to directly cause or maintain a negative relationship between the two of them. This might seem somewhat logical. Surely cats that eat together are actually friends regardless of whether they're showing aggression at other times of the day. But just because cats do eat together doesn't necessarily mean that they want to eat together, and if the food was provided elsewhere, whether they might choose to eat separately rather than together. Food is a survival resource, so it's likely that both cats are willing to risk a potentially negative interaction to make sure they have access to the fresh food as and when it's provided. It's not uncommon for professionals to advise to move cats' food bowls closer and closer together, or to give cats treats side by side to try to create that positive association between the pleasurable experience of eating with the presence of the other cat. However, it doesn't really work that way because cats are solitary hunters. So although they've evolved to become a more social species and have formed positive relationships with us and other cats, they still only want to hunt for themselves. In feral colonies, they might be living harmoniously in a group, but they will each independently go out to hunt, and unless providing for kittens, will consume that prey and won't bring it back to share with the rest of the group. So encouraging cats to eat side by side in this way actually goes against their natural instincts and may be doing more harm than good. You might find there's lots of negative behaviours happening around the food bowl. There might be the more overt behaviours like hissing, growling, swiping, chasing, those sorts of things, but also it might be more passive and more subtle. So there might be lots of negative body language, ears back, swishing tails, and they might have a very tensed, crouched body posture ready to fly off at a moment's notice if things do get a bit heated. Some cats might eat as quickly as they can so they can remove themselves from the situation as quickly as possible, or they might hang back and wait for the coast to be clear before approaching their food bowl to have their share. And in some cases, cats will actually appear to be sharing food, when actually what's probably happening here is very passive aggression, where one cat is pushing the other out of their food bowl and the other cat may just step back and let them do it to avoid any outward aggressive interaction between them. So this situation results in a daily cycle of negative interactions which can be totally avoided. This prevents them from avoiding one another, which cats will tend to do if they don't get along, and it prevents them from forming a positive relationship, because any progress that's made outside of mealtimes may be quickly set back when the food goes down and the cats are forced to come together again when they'd rather not. So the best thing to do in this situation is to feed them totally separately, and preferably with a barrier in between. So separate rooms with a closed door in between is absolutely perfect. And before opening up that door, make sure both cats have finished eating and have lost interest in the food bowl, to make sure one doesn't run towards the other when they've finished eating. Small bowls of dry food can be placed randomly throughout the home as well, to make sure the cat always has a choice of where to eat and when to eat, and to give them back a little bit of control over their feeding behaviours. This will help put the cats back on a more even footing and will help improve any other behavioural implementations that are being input throughout the house to improve their relationship. In some cases, this might actually solve the aggression between them and improve their relationship by itself. It's definitely happened to me on a few cases that I've been involved with. So do let me know your experiences, and I'd love to know your thoughts and comments on this issue, and I'll catch you again with another video. Thank you. Bye.